Hello and welcome back to Cooking with Lynn. Today we're going to be making jalapeno popper mac and cheese, and you're going to need 3 cups of grated sharp cheddar cheese and 1.5 cups of milk, 3 ounces of cream cheese, 2.5 tablespoons of butter, 2 teaspoons of flour, 3 cups of macaroni, and let's see here, as you can see I have just a different kind of twisty type. And then I'm going to need 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, which I have here, and 3 cups of water, 2 garlic cloves, 1 jalapeno chili pepper diced up, and half a cup of the panko breadcrumbs. All right, let's get to work. Next, what we want to do is mix in to this pan. It's going to be on high heat, 3 cups of water, 3 cups of macaroni, and then we're going to do 1 cup of the milk. Let's see here, take it down to a half. There we go. And I'm going to sprinkle a bit of salt in there to taste. I'm going to put this on high. We're going to be stirring it quite often, and we're going to be cooking the noodles till they are al dente or tender. Next, we are going to cook the jalapeno in the butter. It's going to melt the butter here. Then add the jalapeno. And then we're going to get this to cooking for about 2 minutes. Once it just starts to bubble. Then meanwhile, over here, we're going to be stirring constantly the macaroni, milk and water mixture until it's al dente. This is so good. This is like the ultimate comfort food. We're still waiting for the noodles to cook, and we are still getting this up to temperature. Jalapeno. It starts to bubble a little bit, then we're going to cook it for a solid 2 minutes. And meanwhile, over here, I'm going to mix together, and the remaining, it's like a half a cup-ish of water. I'm going to mix together the 2 teaspoons of flour. And I'm going to probably put in here also some garlic salt, about a teaspoon. And then we're going to mix this up, just like this. Now we're going to set it aside. Should get a little bit of a whisk here, just to get that. Well, it looks like it's going to work with, maybe not. A whisk would definitely break up those flour bits a little more. Let's see here, because you don't want any clumpy flour in there. You want it completely dissolved in there. Otherwise you'll have lumpy macaroni and cheese in the flour mixture. I did go ahead and go get my whisk. Whisks just break up the flour so much better. Just like this. Let's get those chunks of the butter out of there. Don't want any lumpy flour mixture in the milk. There. That is looking fabulous. Okay. Meanwhile, let's get back to the macaroni. It's just now starting to boil. The macaroni is just starting to boil. Over here, we have the jalapenos. You can just see it starting to saute. You can just start to see a little bit of bubbles there. So now we're going to continue for about 2 minutes. And once our macaroni, over here, which I'm stirring as we speak, once that is completely cooked, then we're going to mix the rest of the stuff together. And after we mix all of that together, what we're going to do, that would be the cheeses. We're going to add, of course, the thickener in there. And then we're going to put in, lastly, the cheeses. Let it meld together. And, yep, we'll go from there. The jalapeno is all done. I cooked it for 2 minutes in the butter. We're still waiting for the noodles to become al dente, or tender. Next, while I'm waiting for that to go, I'm going to toast up on the stove some panko breadcrumbs. So we'll have a nice crispy breadcrumb. I'm going to got the breadcrumbs in the pan. And now I'm going to drizzle some olive oil over this. Then also in here, I'm going to put some garlic cloves, and I'm also going to put a little bit of garlic powder. This just makes the best toasted breadcrumbs ever. You get the taste of the garlic and got the olive oil in there. All right. We are closing in on this deal here. We'll just keep constantly have to be vigilant for toasting these, and just toast until they're golden brown. And this is what we're going to put on top of the macaroni and cheese. And this is where it's going to get the popper effect, because I got the toasted breadcrumbs. All right, and now closing in on this. It's cooking up really nicely. Once this is all al dente, we're going to put in the pepper mixture, and then we're going to put in the flour mixture, and then we're going to thicken it up, and then after it's just perfect, then we're going to put the cheese in and stir it all up, and then top it off with breadcrumbs. Okay, now we're going to pour in the water and milk mixture. Get the rest of that out. Now we're going to cook it. Pour that in there, let it thicken up a bit. Now over here, these breadcrumbs are looking gorgeous. They are golden. They are nice, golden, beautiful brown. And I am going to add a little bit of salt here to it. It's a little on the bland side. I think I'm going to grab myself some Parmesan cheese and sprinkle a little bit in there too. I am going to add just a bit of a sprinkling Parmesan cheese to this. This tasted too bland for my taste. There we go. Let's mix that in very nicely. That'll spritz it up a bit. A little bit more taste. And there we go. Nice golden brown. Taste it here. Perfect. Perfection. That's what needed. The salt. A little bit of that. Wonderful Parmesan cheese. It just gets that nice hint there. Meanwhile, over here, starting to thicken up here. So now what we're going to do, now let's put in, turn the heat down a little bit. Now I'm going to mix in jalapeno and butter, like that. The cream cheese. And cheddar cheese, sharp cheddar cheese. Gotta have all the great cheeses here. We're gonna mix this up until we are just slightly all melted together. And now we're gonna put our creation together here. Oh, this smells so good. Nothing more comforting than macaroni and cheese. And this one is kind of, I hopped it up a little bit with jalapenos and of course the topping of breadcrumbs. That's always a nice way to go. This is looking spectacular. Trying to get everything just kind of melting together. Oh, just smelling so delicious. Taste it here. Oh my God. The jalapeno is amazing. It just adds just the right to it. It's the right amount of taste. Along with the garlic. And that garlic Parmesan breading topping is just, has such a nice flavor. All right, I'm gonna cook this for a few more minutes so it's nice. It's just about ready here. Probably about 5 more minutes here on the stove top. Get it a little bit more thickened up. Stirring constantly because now we got the cheese in there. And then we're gonna be ready. Here it is to perfection. Jalapeno popper, mac and cheese. So good.